And it's this. Would you rather speak all languages, and I'll put the caveat in there for Veronica, all human languages, or have the ability to speak with all animals? Wes, we will begin with you.
All right. I thought about this for a good bit today. Probably more than I should have. But what I will say is that I feel as if you can speak all human languages, you can be the greatest diplomat, the greatest barrier of hatchets, the greatest go-in-between, arbitrator, politician. Christ, you can go on any trip anywhere and talk to any human being that you want to. You can go into fucking God knows where rainforests and be a go-between when sometimes people from National Geographic have to have like 4 different translators in order to talk to these people. There's very, very distant civilizations that speak very, very small languages, or not small languages, just very, very distant languages. Christ, I think that's it. I think that's the way to go. Talk to all people, all humans. Who the hell wants to talk to a fucking squirrel? Who the hell wants to talk to a polar bear, a penguin, a dolphin? A killer whale?
I want to elaborate. I'm going to elaborate on all of Wes's points in a minute. So, Alan, what do you got? All human languages.
Well, you know what?
I think Spock talked to a fucking blue whale in Star Trek. All right.
I think I can torpedo Wes's fucking argument with one thing, and it's like, you may not want to speak to any of those animals, but I guarantee you would like to speak to a platypus. So fuck off, sir. But no, this one's a tough one. I mean, humans suck. Animals are kind of cool. I would like to see. So somebody else asked a question on the Facebook page too, and like, how does it work? Like, is it a Dr. Dolittle scenario? Do all of the animals have their own personalities, or are they all just fucking like kind of generalized?
No, they're the dumbest thing you ever met in your life.
Thank you. Wes summed it up very crudely. But I think people like romanticize this because of Dr. Dolittle, that like all of a sudden, because you as a human are talking to animals, that the animals are going to communicate with you as a human. But like a squirrel, it would be like, hey, I don't know, like you just whatever your ability is to communicate with them would be like, hey, squirrel, what's going on? What's nuts? I got nuts. Nuts. I got nuts. Nuts. No, I don't have any fucking nuts. Nuts. I just need nuts. Nuts. I got nuts. No, I don't have any nuts. And that's all you're. Funny. And that's it. Like like a bee. Like flowers. Flowers. You got flowers? No, I don't have any flowers. Can you? Don't sting me. Flowers. Are you a flower? I'm gonna test you out anyway. Like, they're fucking dumb. They're animals. They are what they are. And so there's only a handful of animals worth communicating with. And with that said, Alan, where do you stand?
I got one more question.
Okay.
So, hold on. Did we say what? Can you repeat the verbiage of the question one more time, so I make sure exactly?
Can I teach animals trigonometry?
No. It's not that advanced.
Would you rather speak all languages or be able to speak with all animals?
Okay, so in that, my interpretation of that is they understand me, I understand them.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to go, partially because Wes went humans, I'm going to go with the animals. But I want the animals thing because I just think it's far more interesting. I've talked to a lot of humans. It's kind of my job. And meh. I mean, we're okay. I feel like there's a whole lot more to experience. Even, yes, there are squirrels, and they're pretty much useless. They're just all about nuts. Fair.
So do you think? Okay, so
there are some intelligent species that I'd probably like to have a chat with.
You own a half pit bull, half boxer,
yes,
named Waffles.
Yes.
Do you think you and Waffles would have any type of intelligent conversation whatsoever? No, I love the dog. I love your dog.
He's one, a dog, and two, he's half boxer. So I don't know if you've met boxers, but they're fucking idiots. So he is supremely stupid.
So you'd like to be able to, like, do you think you could tune it out with him? Like, oh, hey, I love you.
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, yes, because I've already established dominance. So, like, he only comes to me when he's in, like, desperate need of attention.
Right.
So, like, it's when Kelly has ignored him, like, all day that he comes to me. He's like, hey, if you don't, like, pet me, I'm going to fucking die. So, and then I'm like, all right, dude, I got you. All right, now fucking kick rocks. I petted you.
So you could tell him to stop talking to you, though.
Yeah. Well... And here's the question.
Hey, stop talking to me.
Can I just put him outside? Because
yeah, sure.
Then he could just be like, hey, it's hot. And I'll be like, all right, I'll let you back in. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, can I just get rid of him for a minute? Like, now I can't just do that because he doesn't bark because he's an ass. So he would just die outside. He wouldn't ever do anything. He would just be like, I'm dying. This is what I do.
Well, no, but you still understand the animal, and it's still your responsibility to care for him, whether he's telling you what you already don't know what he's saying. So if you know he's going to die outside, then you bring him inside. Like, that's still...
Yeah, but it's if I had the reminder of him being like, hey, hour 4, bro. I'd be like, all right, my bad. That's on me.
I think you would get tired. I think the exotic thing is that it's capable of learning all 240 known languages in the world. You could do that. You could, assuming you spent a lot of time learning at an early age. If you can't talk to animals, I think within a month you'd get annoyed with being able to talk to animals. Every bird you cross paths with, every fucking cat, every dog.
Well, here's the thing:
every kangaroo.
Are they talking to me? Like, do I just now hear animal chatter?
Yes,
I would say like Dr. Dolittle did when he couldn't control it.
I would say it'd be. I mean, I think eventually it would be much like walking down a crowded city street. Like, you just hear a bunch of murmuring, and then if you focused in on what you wanted to hear, then you could understand it. But it would be much like human communication. Now, see, I went back and forth on this because, I think it would be cool to be able to talk to animals. But again, I think horses. And then I was like, ooh, what about dolphins? Like, you could talk to dolphins. Yes, they're the smartest mammal in the ocean, but they're still fucking morons. Like, if they were so smart, they would have built cities and civilizations. They're still idiot animals. Like, they're smarter than most animals, but they're still dumbass animals. They'd still, like, try to rape you if we went in the ocean, and you'd be like, hey, don't rape me. Like, okay, that's your biggest thing. It's like, hey, don't rape me, dolphin. That's your best communication skill in the water.
Maybe that's why they do that, because you can't tell them to not do that.
They don't know no. So they didn't say no in dolphin. You thought I wanted it. You're here, right? The only animals that
swimming around with that nice ass of yours.
By the way, there's that story. You'll have to look it up. The woman that had a relationship with a dolphin. She actually had sex with the dolphin. She had a loving relationship with the dolphin. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. The only animal I could think it would be cool with would be like an elephant, and because you can ride any animal you can ride. So a horse and an elephant seem to be the only ones that would make this worth it. So now you're narrowing it down to only 2 species in the entire animal kingdom that would make that ability worthwhile. And so I like Wes, because I went back and forth on this because I thought about all the technology that we have that you can talk into your phone and it'll translate it for you. So do I really need? But then Wes brought up all the like uncontacted tribe kind of stuff and being able to go out into like Djibouti out in the middle of like Africa.
Dude, you could be at the United Nations and be like, boom, 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 and field questions for everybody.
And back to the monetization thing, translators make a shit ton of money. You could work for the court system anywhere in the known human world and make a crap ton of money and especially being able to fluidly talk in all of these languages, not just have to like kind of like, this is my 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th language communication ability. Mm-hmm. No, having the ability to understand fully what someone else is saying. So yes, I feel like, even though it's very exotic and very dreamy to speak to all animals, I'm going to go with the intelligent species that God created for the universe, and I'm going to go with mankind.
I might go into work tomorrow and say, "You got some nuts? You want some nuts? I got some nuts. You want some nuts? You got some nuts? I got some nuts. Oh, God, nuts. Thank you. I love nuts. I'm stuck on my nuts."
Because that's the only thing you can get him to do. Is like, hey, squirrel, listen, I need you to run over. I want you to steal that lady's purse because all of a sudden I'm a criminal. I'm like, you got nuts? Yeah, I'll give you some nuts. So you gotta get that purse. Oh, nuts. Yeah, get the purse. Get the fucking nuts, and I'll get.
Well, I think that's just. I mean, from what I'm hearing, that's just bad on you because you just tell them there's nuts in the fucking purse.
Yeah, but then they're gonna steal the purse and not gonna give it to me. So that's fucking pointless.
No, he's gonna bring it to you because he's gonna bring it to you. Then he's gonna go in there and look for nuts, and there's not gonna be any nuts, and then it's fucking useless to him. And then have a purse.
Pissed, and then he's pissed, and then he gets all his squirrel friends to come and attack me, and they eat through me because they can eat right through the purse. They don't need me. They can just go to the purse and be like, "Oh, there's nuts in the purse," and they just chew through the purse. Well, no fucking point.
It sounds like you shouldn't have gotten the squirrel to do something sinister in the first place.
It's just a bad example, like all of my examples.
And don't forget,
stop using your superpowers for evil.
In Star Trek 4, Spock talked to a blue whale. All right, he gave the Vulcan. Wiener,
yeah, but that's a bad example because he saved the fucking known universe by speaking to the fucking blue whale or humpback whale. Excuse me.
Yeah, he did. You're right.
Sperm whale.
I fucked that up.
And they were technically a superior race of creature. And
humans,
if you didn't communicate with the humpback whale, then the superior race was going to come down in that tube-shaped spaceship and destroy the planet because there was no use for the planet anymore.
Right.
God, get your fucking facts straight.
And somehow they managed to, I know that disc in Star Trek was big, but somehow they managed to store those fuckers. There's two whales on the ship. I could never figure that out.
It's a big ship, man.
Yeah, I heard the disc is like 49 stories high, 39 stories high.
And then imagine how wide that thing is, and then you got the rest of the ship with the propulsion and all that jazz.
Right. Yeah, I just didn't think they made space for a aquatic tank for some fucking Vulcan to talk to exotic mammals like that.
I think it was a retrofit.
I'm gonna pull my dork, but I'm gonna pull my dork card even further though, and they weren't even on an Enterprise-esque ship. They were actually on a Klingon warship that had cloaking capabilities.
Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, we have to get to our sponsorship. That 3 and Out was brought to you by
the Shin Splints.
Oh, it's back to the Shin Splints.
That's right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm unaware. I mean, I am a member of the community, but I was unaware that they were yet again paying for their sponsorship.
I was unaware they extended their sponsorship. Yeah,
listen, we're on a pay to talk basis. I'm telling you right now.
And yes, this week's 3 and Out once again brought to you by the Shin Splints Recovery Group. You can find them on Facebook as well. If you or a loved one has ever suffered from the traumatic, very common injury of the shin splint, the gentle stressing of the bone and the shin area from extended prolonged use of your legs.
Do you imagine the case of shin splints that comes out of running 100 miles per hour?
Woo!
Fucking insane.